Uh, hey guys, Yarosh again here. Welcome back to another episode of D6, where I bring together bridging friends and voice acting friends and friends in general onto a D&D live stream show such as this. Now, you guys may have wondered what's up with the background and why am I so late. I will explain that in the announcements, and we will talk more about a lot of other things. But in that meantime, I'll be able to readjust all the cameras and whatnot and fix what's necessary. So just stand by, you guys, and I will get everything all sorted out in about a second. So.
My name is Alana Marathari, and this is my story. To say that misfortune follows me at every turn would be a sad, but true beginning. My mother was beaten, tortured, and left for dead, but carried me unknowingly. Going to one of the many elven clans, there I was born healthy and lived among her elven brethren. After finding love and starting my family with a wonderful man named Fenrir, we had a daughter, Alicia. Little did I know that misfortune would come my way once more. While going out on a food gathering with my mastiff Shay, our clan was attacked by humans. Fenrir died trying to protect my daughter, who later I learned was kidnapped. As I saw my beloved die in front of my eyes, I vowed to do whatever it took to find and bring back Alicia to the clan and to always be by her side. I've spoken out of turn many times to my clan, and it's brought me more than my fair share of trouble, but they know I'm right. I will also admit that I do love to partake of fine wines and nails a little more than the average woman, but that's only to mask the pain. I often hide behind jokes and sarcasm. You know, it's easier to laugh at my own pain than deal with it. When it comes to fighting, I believe that I've proven my worth more times than can be counted. My clan is definite proof of that. I have used my femininity at times to get men to give me information, but never letting them get too close to ever touch my heart again. Until I find Alicia, I will not rest. My goal is to find her and save her from the monsters who took her from me. She is my reason for living, and she is the reason why I fight.
My name is Mitch, or as I have been known previously, Rocky Duck Number 9, a monk from the North Country. I journeyed to the land of harsh cold after my adopted family started harshing my mellow. Here I came across the monastery home to the monk clan, the Rocky Duck, named for the particularly cute waterfowl native to the region. The Rocky Duck value cuteness to a very high degree. I was accepted into the group after a ritual, and was given the number 9 as my identification, because I didn't want the number 37, and the original number 9 had just passed away before I got there, so I figured. Anyway, I trained with them for several years until I realized I could be much cuter if I let my hair grow long. Yes, that is the only reason I left. Please do not inquire further. I now aspire to practice the arts and traditions that were handed down to me, but in my own way, and maybe become an entertainer on the side. I also hope to find a rich girlfriend. Either one works. Though these things may be difficult, as I am not a stellar conversationalist. Hopefully my cute hair will help improve my chances with these endeavors.
I am Arya Hope, rejected by society for being a tiefling, though raised by only a human mother. I found enjoyment in music. My mother first taught me the lute when I was a child, and I found myself skilled in nearly any instrument I encountered. I truly felt the magical properties of music, so I decided to become a bard. And I left my mother at the age of 13. This drew attention to me, mostly responses of disgust. Early on as a bard, I would work run-down pubs, and I would be nearly booed off the stage before I could even perform. A kindly half-elf took pity on me, and she gifted me a brass ring that I've worn ever since. From that day, I was hell-bent that I would not be brought down, and I continued to perform. The half-elf, who introduced herself as Florinda Audith, became a regular in my audience. She went on to introduce me to a mysterious promoter known simply as the Shadow Agent. I've never seen his face. I know only his deep, raspy voice. He's regularly flaunted his connections and has proved an invaluable resource to me. Time and determination was to my advantage, as my skill eventually earned respect, and I've come to a point of moderate success. I will never let go of my dream, which is to one day perform for the royal court. The brass ring given to me by Florinda will never tarnish, and it reminds me that I will not tarnish either.
I, Benjiman Bythewood, born in the heart of Dracovania, conceived by Durgrax, a general in the Dracovanian army, and Belnies, a teacher. I grew up enjoying some of the more finer things in life. A good home, plenty of food, and most of all, an exuberant amount of treasure. Until the age of 5, my father had taught me all he could about combat. So he sent me out to Grandmaster Zorbroth to complete my training. He said I had latent potential that he wanted to unlock. So, as the years went on, I trained with the Grandmaster, learning techniques I wouldn't think would be so amazing. I returned home after a few short years with my newfound experience of the world. I then became a member of the army, fighting alongside my father. Whenever we fought, I felt such a rush, almost as much as the rush I got with gold and treasure. Although we had our wealth, I found it to be rather plain. There's only so much Dragonborn treasure you can look at before it gets stale. So, I left home once again on a journey to find other treasures of the world, other than Dragonborn. My mother supportive. My father, on the other hand, while not the happiest, still supported my decision. Now on my own, I crossed the land searching for a good fight, and also the riches and treasures this world has to offer.
The dwarven monk Joseph Leadfist resented his life as a miner in the dwarven mountains of Goldthar, when one day, a group of nomadic halfling monks forced into hiding from a group of dragonborn mercenaries stumbled upon his mountain. They were being chased by the mercenaries so that they couldn't be tortured into revealing the location of their grandmaster, Tiny Nuggins, an expert in the martial art of Lung Fu Pai. He's considered a war criminal to the Dragonborns, but a hero to others. Those halflings took a shining to Joseph, enough to teach him the art of Lung Fu Pai. Joseph was a natural, and soon he set out to find Tiny Nuggins so he could complete his training. Joseph's a scrapper, trained in a martial art designed to punch above the user's own weight. As a dwarf, he is a lover of good food and drink. If a stranger wants to fight, he's more than happy. But if that stranger offered him a drink, he'd be even happier. Joseph has a fear of horses, and unlike dwarves, doesn't like caves or caverns, reminding him of the dismal life he had before the monks arrived.
I was born of a human woman and an orc, an orphan of the battlefield. The mercenaries who found me named me for the only feature they valued: brawn. As a young boy, I looked human enough, but there was something different, something off-putting about me. They took me on as a laborer. I had a secret though. I loved to sing. That was what kept my hope alive during the dark times. One day, in my early teens, a traveling band of bards came and entertained an army the mercenaries were aligned with. Duncan, a singer of great renown, was drawn to the sound of drumming and a melodious voice. He found me, trying to copy their music. I became a bodyguard, and eventually, a member of the band of bards. I no longer needed to be violent or destructive. I had found peace. Peace with Duncan and the band. There, I finally found the acceptance and friendship I had sought. I'd found a family. Sadly, the brightest lights often cast the darkest shadows. Duncan's benevolence hid a darkness. He used the power and resources he gained to find an ancient spell that granted him immense power. He summoned a demon, and in exchange for this immense power, the demon slew the band members, save for me. I barely managed to escape with my life. My escape came at a cost. The demon tore out my throat, permanently ruining my voice. I swore revenge on my former leader, and the demon that destroyed my friends, falling back on the natural instincts and skills of my father's people. My orc heritage and the skills I learned from the mercenaries would now serve my quest for revenge. I've spent the last decade training myself to find the man who betrayed me and my family. I've become a fearsome swordsman, renowned for my rage on the battlefield. Someday, I will find Duncan, and he'll taste the rage of my blade!
There we go. Almost lost it. Alright, can anybody hear me? Players? People, players?
Sorry, my mic was muted.
Okay,
Yeah.
hey
definitely
guys,
hear.
hey guys, welcome back. So, oh man, what a fucking day it was for me, because I have been in an existential nightmare. So, this morning I tried to install a graphics card my friend had given to me, because 1 gigabyte of GDDR, fucking double screens, the whole works. You know, it's better than the one that I currently have on right now, but unfortunately due to some driver issues it was just not working. So I tried to reinstall the one that is in right now, and that took me literally all fucking day to do. And like I had no prep time whatsoever. My heart was dropping every single time something didn't work. Basically, I was dealing with Murphy's Law again and again and again. So, in spite of that, today has just been a slew of problems for me, which, and also we're down 2 players. I know Sam can't come, and Yomi can't come because they're both very, very sick. But luckily we have half of our players today. So let's talk about this little setup that I've managed for myself real quick. My players can't see it. Hold on. Let me share screen.
I'm glad you finally saw the message.
It said invalid monitor handle?
What?
I am so...
Good way to start.
Yeah, great way to start. I don't. Well, you guys can probably see it on the stream. I'll try and do my best today. We probably won't use this today if things don't get too hot and heavy, for the most part. But yeah, fuck, man. I'm gonna have such a hard time. See, these are those things that keep happening, and this is the reason why things keep happening. It's just driving me insane. I'll figure it out. I will. It's probably not gonna be today. Sorry, you guys.
It's alright.
But you guys can see it on the stream, hopefully better than you will be able to see it on Skype. But
Yeah.
I had moved into a different room, which means that this wall keeps going back instead of having a shelf and a hallway to my right over here. So there's just this wall here. So this is actually thanks to my mother, who is the color guard captain, or not captain, instructor over at Lakeside, and she had this leftover background, and so 1 second, you guys. What? I'm in the middle of something. Like, literally.
Don't you hate when family does that all the time?
I got
Why live alone?
this yesterday from my mom. She literally dragged me outside for to take a second of a video. He's not bothering me now. Okay, so
in the middle of something. Left the dog out.
What?
He needs to go
Yeah, of course. Well, couldn't you just, take him? Oh my god.
Believe me,
This is the
I
shit.
had
This
to
is
do
the
that in
fucking
the
shit
middle
that
of
I
my
had to-
own stream.
Yeah. Yeah. So you want to know what? You guys can look at a fucking turtle during this time. I'll be right back.
Aww.
Son of a fucking...
At least Tank's cute.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
You guys can chat around. I'm fucking...
All right, we'll talk and entertain people.
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah.
I got mead to drink tonight while we play.
Nice.
Like, even though mead has like lower alcohol content than hard liquor, it hits me faster. I think it's like the
Oh.
sugar in it.
Which one is it?
Viking's blood.
Oh, I thought it was the yellow amber mead.
If
I
I can get
actually
a
like-
bottle, I'm gonna try and get a bottle and bring up to Awa.
Hmm.
Because it is
Yeah.
awesome.
I know.
Oh, I love that sound.
Okay. Anything you guys want to talk about while Yaro's out? What are you guys doing this week or something?
I am
Tell us
hosting a
all your
panel
secrets.
at MomoCon at the end of the week, and I am not prepared at all.
Ooh.
I'm supposed to premiere the next episode of Fate there. Here's one
Oh.
problem. MomoCon, lovely con, I love it. I'm not going to speak ill of it. All the content has to be family friendly.
So you have to.
The first
Oh,
scene,
I'm
okay,
so
here's a
sorry.
spoiler for episode 5. The first scene is entirely Saber and Shiro arguing about whether or not Saber has a penis.
Aw.
That sounds fantastic.
Which, unfortunately, Saber's penis is not family friendly. Therefore, I had to cut it.
So you cut off. Oh,
Circumcision.
oh
Yep.
God.
All right, I'm back.
Castration at that point.
Castration.
So apparently somebody else had taken the dog out not because I was slow, but simply because they weren't asked immediately, because they're the one that takes the dog out the most.
Oh god, this
Like I said, today has been an existential fucking nightmare.
I hear that, buddy.
I believed that.
Now, for the sake of updates and all that stuff, I decided to add in another scene here on OBS for you guys, and hopefully this will help with the battle mat issue. You guys hopefully are looking at the Twitch stream right about now.
Yeah.
Give it a sec.
Whatever your change will take a minute or two to load on there.
Yeah, give it a sec. Let's see.
Oh, nice.
So,
And yes, people, I cut Saber's
Yay.
penis. Hey, sweet.
so now
That
so,
looks awesome.
so now I've adjusted a battle mat thing, so when
now we can see a little bit better.
yeah, because that seems to always be the biggest argument for you guys, and luckily, like, scene changes are so easy for me now, so eventually
That's awesome.
Aaron,
yeah.
I'm gonna need your address because for some reason, even though I put on Amazon your address, your birthday gift arrived at my home.
Oh no.
Aw.
You want me to go on camera and show you what I got you?
Sure.
Hold on.
I want to see.
Go like
You'll
that.
be getting your gift at AX.
I know.
I'd hoped that this would have arrived by now to you, but instead it arrived at my house. Because Amazon hates me.
Amazon hates everyone at some point.
Right?
And everyone in the stream excused my appearance in Messy Room. It's been a long week.
Oh, well, they can't see you.
Okay, good. I don't think you can either. Freaking camera's not working.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, camera's lagging on my end.
There he goes.
Oh, he got me miniatures! He got
Yeah.
me a box
Right.
of miniatures. I don't know what's inside. It's a booster pack, but he got me a box of
Yeah,
miniatures.
I haven't opened it either because I figured you want to do the honors yourself.
Oh, yeah. We'll do it on the stream. We'll do it on the
Yeah.
stream, and we'll see if I can implement it later.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
I figured that might cheer you up a little bit after all the stuff today.
Yeah, my heart to you, my friend.
Oh, that's awesome.
Definitely my heart to you. But yeah, to give you guys also a general outlook, I've also kind of switched things around. You guys can't see a chair anymore, but now you guys can see my hand, which is a table. And this was actually going to be what would have been in the other room, which is right next to this one. I had this small desk next to me for, I think, 2 or 3 games. And I was like, I wonder if I could just, figure this out. And so I'm now sitting on the chair that this had been sitting on for a long time. And this is in between my main desk and this table, which I have been using to place things on. So I still got my little dungeon master setup kind of deal where you guys can't really see what's going on over here. Don't look behind the curtain, but but yeah, I definitely have plenty of things, plenty of space and all that stuff.
Nice.
Let's see. I guess if there's any major announcement that I want to be able to make right now and today is that How to Be an Adventurer will be out this upcoming week. I only have to collect Yomi's lines, and this week I have off, so I'll be able to definitely write down a whole bunch of game stuff, and definitely do some hardcore editing for
hardcore.
Hardcore, meaning no sleep whatsoever for How to Be an Adventurer, and that'll be out this week for my patrons.
Yeah. Yeah. Just make sure you let us know so we can join you on the main stream.
Oh yeah.
Let's say.
On top of that, for those of you who don't know, I have a turtle up there. His name is Tank, and he's a California desert turtle. And from now on, that is what you will see during the gathering, and you guys can enjoy a little bit of a live habitat. I take care of him pretty well. He was on yesterday's stream for the patron stream.
Also,
So
now you have tank cam.
Yeah, we have a tank cam now. A tank and a tank cam. And I had promised my patrons yesterday and people who were watching yesterday that if we manage to get to $200 on my Patreon, altogether after fees and all that stuff, I will do a YouTube video of Tank, and I will try to either do something real simple, like a nice little song, just filming him do turtle things, I guess, and all that stuff. So if you guys want to help out, if you guys definitely want to see some more Tank stuff, I'd be more than happy to, if we manage to get Patreon up and going a little bit more. And also on top of that, we are getting closer and closer to $250. This is my part-time goal, which I'm so excited for, and I'm guessing that we will finally achieve that when I do come out with How to Be an Adventurer, which is the general thing for me.
Nice.
So, aside from all my shit, which has happened for the past fucking 15-20 minutes, let's stop with me and go on to my players and stuff like that.
Okay. I was just gonna ask, Tank. He's the one that you said escaped from from his house like a couple months ago, didn't he?
He's got away from me on more than one occasion.
I'm like,
he's a very fast turtle.
how does a turtle escape from a?
Well, no. How do I lose a turtle is the question. Yeah. It's when you let him out and you don't see him for about a week on end.
Oh God. All right. Things on my end. Well, as you guys know, Overwatch is coming out this week. So, for that, I am going to be doing a double stream this week on Tuesday and Wednesday.
Ooh.
Yeah. Gonna do Tuesday mostly Overwatch. Wednesday is basically an all you guys want kind of stream. You guys can request no games off limits. I will have a freaking straw poll of every game I've got, so you guys are able to choose. Actually, the straw poll will be up tonight before the end of the game, so you guys get to choose what you guys want to see. And yeah, that's it from. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's it for me. Oh, and finally about 70% done on Digimon 1. So, yay! I got my second to last person to give me lines. So, just waiting on one key character. And Huck got a job as one of the characters too. So.
Ah, that's new.
Yeah.
That's news to me.
I know.
Congratulations.
Yeah. So,
Stuff for me.
Yeah.
Are you done, Eva?
Oh yeah, I'm good.
For me, if this is a big if bar prep doesn't kill me this week, because I start my bar prep classes for the legal bar, Georgia State Bar. If it doesn't kill me, I may have the majority of Fate Episode 5 finished in time to premiere it at MomoCon at the end of the week. Because I'm hosting the Abridged panel at MomoCon in Atlanta, Georgia, this coming Friday, the 27th at 5:30 p.m. If you're in Atlanta, going to MomoCon, swing on by, say hey to us. We're going to show a lot of fun Abridged stuffs. It's going to be a little bit different than my usual panels, though, because it's going to be family-friendly, which means we have to censor a lot of content, and some shows we can't show at all. Like I was telling them earlier, I can't even show the first scene of Fate. The rest of Fate's perfectly fine. It's just the first scene is like, there's no way in hell I can edit that without just cutting the whole thing.
Yeah, just cut the whole scene. It would make sense.
It just makes it so much easier. I'm just getting sadder and sadder. Like, I can't. Like, how am I going to edit around this? There's 3 different words for penis in this thing.
Oh.
Cock, dick, penis.
Yeah.
And then
Schlong.
the legendary 4th word, schlong.
Yes.
And her Sexcalibur.
Oh my.
Nice.
No, that's actually in episode 6.
Yeah.
Sexcalibur.
Oh God.
On the United Kingdom.
Don't you dare. Don't you
Sexcalibur. Sexcalibur.
Oh God.
Oh man.
That reminds me. I need to talk to Mike about DWMA.
He has. I don't think he's come out with another episode. Like, he only came out with 1 episode.
He did. I thought it was 2 episodes, but I'm not sure. But yeah.
Oh,
No, yeah, you're right. He
Duncan
did come
fan
out
art.
with 2. He did come out with 2 because Anthony was Black Star, if I remember
Yeah.
correctly.
And Yomi was goddammit, Mifune. I remember that.
Yep.
Oh.
Oh, Mike. I still love Mike. I still need a script with Mike.
I need to script with 2 people. One of them being Eagle, because I am like 30% done on Bakano Abridged.
I need to script with Kevin because we need to finish Kill la Kill 6.
Oh yeah, Aaron. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Still have to.
Episode 4. I know. It has been a very complicated week, Tara. Trust me.
I hear that.
Yeah,
Between-
everybody's on scripting. So.
Between moving between rooms, my job, this, I got you. I know what we're doing.
It's okay. I got you.
If you guys are
Aaron.
wondering who the fuck is Mike, it's Mike Dillon, XXV
XVX.
Blood. Yeah, XVX.
XVX Blood XVX.
XVX.
He does Toradora randomness. That's his most well-known.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He also does a lot of other stuff, so I gotta go bother him, and I gotta bother him on Rocket League. Man,
Another
is a
mic,
beast.
another mic you'll hear me and Kevin refer to often is One Kid's mic.
Yeah.
If you follow either of our streams.
One Kids is a nice guy. Slightly complicated, but a nice guy all the same.
Yeah.
Actually showing some of his stuff at the con, I think.
Because
It's hard to find abridgers to have family-friendly content.
right?
Damn it, we need to be nicer people. Less smut.
I think
More smut.
Makaku is as family friendly as it gets for me. Like, anything from me, it's probably Makaku is family friendly.
Like, I thought my fate was more family-friendly than yours, Then I looked at the last script. I had the word "fuck" in it like 17 times. Even my stage direction, it has fucks in it. The direction for Archer in one scene is literally happy as fuck.
That is great.
That's awesome.
But it works because people know exactly what to give you.
Yeah. So, yeah. If there's something else, I'll probably say it at the end of the stream. I know I have something else to say, I just can't remember it right now. So,
Also,
Giving you guys a heads up,
also-
I may get really loopy over the course of the stream because I'm on painkillers and am drinking mead.
Dude, no.
My child. I've recently tried mead, but we'll talk about that later. Also, Ava, I finally acquired an Apple product, which is an iPhone. Simply because my I've actually wanted an iPhone for a very long time. So
That's what I was going to talk about. Yeah. We were talking about D6 stuff, and I have an iPad, and there's this thing called Lion's Den, which has a whole bunch of D6 stuff. I was able to import my character. I showed it to everyone. They thought it was cool. So, yeah, it's only for Apple products. I don't have an Apple phone. I have an iPad. So, for iPad, it's so much easier. So,
yeah,
especially when you can
see. Eventually, if I manage to save up enough money, I'll definitely invest in an iPad, which will probably save me more times than not. Because the one thing that I like the most about Apple is their music, the music layout.
Oh God!
Is something happening?
Fucking Tara! She sent me like 50 shit emojis. What? This is the first 40 minutes of D6, and the first text message I get from her is 50 shit emojis. Oh yeah, and by the way, that's also my ringtone. That's or my message tone. It's Mike or Blood XVX, XVX Blood XVX screaming, "Can I get my motherfucking omelet?" It's from a parody, and both Carrie and Mike made that parody, and they love the fact that I'm using that. So I'm gonna request from you guys, please don't tweet me, don't text me. I'm gonna be playing music off of this thing. As much as I love you guys.
No, you're lucky because I was
did
literally
that
about to text you.
Okay.
I only did that
Zion,
to test out iMessage.
Zion R13. You want to see some Bible Black Abridged? We'll all write for it. You know, just this D6 will write for Bible Black Abridged.
Right?
And we'll voice it as our characters.
Well,
play the girl that gets tentacle raped.
I'll play the woman
doing
that
Braun
grows the
doing
penis.
a falsetto.
I'm playing the woman that grows the penis.
No, John, no.
Oh God, no.
All right.
So yeah, you want to see Bible Black Abridged? We'll do it for you.
Yamate Eva Dono, Yamate.
Okay, yeah. Eva is done.
Okay. Let's see.
Yamate Sheidono, Yamate.
Oh God, no.
Oh, I made Tara cry.
All right. With that being said, from us fucking around for the past 30 minutes, because
Don't make the squishy cry.
we've been fucking around too much, you guys. Come on, gotta get to it.
Alright.
Yeah.
All right. So, where our characters had last left was they had returned back to Aurario, had a meeting with the Queen, which they had received a few gifts from the Queen, such as their badges of Alernon, a letter of the Queen, which will allow them to go down into the Vault of Ioun, the Ring of Averted Eyes for Aria, and upon their return back to the Shadow Agency, things seemed all fine and well. A letter came for Aria, which happened to be the ring of her father, otherwise known as Osmodius, in which, when she had put on the ring, she had a very brief meeting with him, in which he had explained that he had loved Arya's mother, but had reasons to return back to the Nine Hells. In the time...
Hashtag not all demons.
Right. In the time that she had finished her meeting, she had gone off with Braun in order to meet with Arvello in search for a musical instrument, and managed to acquire some potions. Eventually, Arya did find a new bagpipe, and our barbarian half-orc had gotten himself a new acoustic guitar. And upon their return to the Shadow Agency, were asked to speak to the Shadow Agent himself to see if he is okay. Upon reaching his office, they have found him murdered. One of the windows broken and a knife within his chest. To say what Alana and Beganon did, not really much.
Braun also lost his pride.
Just a little bit.
Yeah,
Just a little bit of it.
But yeah.
He also got a discount from Arvello.
And he also got discomfort.
A very sexy discount. Upon Poppy returning back, which is one of the secretaries of the Shadow Agency, returning back with several guards who had asked for some investigators to come back to overlook the crime scene, Braun and Arya were asked to leave, in which they had alerted the other characters, and they had gone off to meet up with our dwarven monk who was at a bar who had gotten hurt from a unknown individual, if anything else.
No fault of his own.
Yeah, no fault of his own. They had met up with him, barely sticking around for his own life. And that is where we had left off last week. So, that being said, what do you guys want to do?
Alright, he is... Okay, well, we brought... As soon as Joseph passed out, we gave him a small vial of lesser healing. So I'm gonna cast...
Normal potion.
Yeah. I'm gonna cast Lesser Restoration on him.
Alright.
So that way he can, have at least a couple of hit points back.
Alright, I'm gonna say he willingly accepts, mainly for the fact that he's not here. But...
And his character's technically passed out.
Yep, that's true.
Tara, did you want us to go get training on the gun?
That is up to you.
Oh, I was asking her if she wanted to go do it.
Oh, Arya. My bad. My character cards.
I mean, I guess.
I was gonna go either way. Didn't know if you want to get trained on it also.
Yeah.
Give me a moment, you guys. I gotta get my character cards. Once again, very hectic.
Okay.
I think I'm going to take a job in town performing.
Un momento.
Alright.
I have returned.
Okay.
Good to hear.
Alright.
Well,
Oh, okay. You guys were there with us, weren't you?
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't know if you guys wanted to discuss what was going on. This is totally out of...
Oh,
I mean, I guess we can talk for a few minutes. I mean, me and Daria know what's going on. We don't need to talk.
well, you only know some of what's going on.
Yeah. So you guys came in frantic, so I only caught a gist of what was said.
Regarding the Shadow Agent, Arya is the only one who knows pretty much everything.
Yeah. You haven't revealed that information to anybody, though. Not yet.
All right then.
I wasn't going to say anything.
All right.
So, what is today, am I right?
The fuck is today, right?
Oh,
Ron's just standing there kind of awkwardly. He just kind of pokes Joseph's lifeless body with his toe.
Unconscious. Correction.
Okay, unconscious.
Leave him lying there. He just
His
spouts out nonsense he knows nothing about. I'm
What he said
not
to
exactly
you.
happy with Joseph at the moment.
What he said to you appeared to hit close to home. I would ignore
It's
it.
not.
It is,
It's not
it is the
anything.
ramblings of a drunken fool.
It's not anything in particular that he said. Certainly not any names he may have called me. If that's what you're getting at, he's just a dolt. That's what it is.
I was merely suggesting you ignore it. It's just the ramblings of a drunken fool.
I suppose so. We should let them rest anyway.
Do either of you know anything about our employer? I admit my own interaction with him was limited.
At this moment, you hear a voice from the back of the bar. Like, hey, any of the lot of you planning to drink anything? If not, get out.
well, I could sure use a drink. How much?
1 gold piece.
All right.
Works for me.
Yeah, gotcha. Arya, you willing to drink with us today?
I need a drink.
All right.
Begonnen seems a little lost in thought.
Okay. So 3 drinks, and
Alright.
I got this.
The dragon and the
in-
dwarf was such compelling conversation.
In about a few moments, this rather youthful man comes with 3 kegs or 3 steins of ale and places it in front of each of you. All right, drink up. And he returns back to the back of the bar.
All right, I take my cast and just start drinking it like water.
Ron does the same.
Arya finishes her glass, and after just that one drink, she starts sobbing. I love you guys, you know? I'm so glad we're such good friends.
Ron's standing next to her just very awkwardly and just kind of slowly pats her back.
There, we love you too. Just
Yeah,
let it all out.
I'm just very grateful I'm on the other side of Braun.
Ron
No,
just kind of
Tilda!
glances.
Another.
Ron just side glances to Alana, just like, help me out over here.
Hey, I don't deal with human emotions.
Ron puts down 3 gold for more booze for everybody.
Yeah. So, Arya, are you okay?
Want to
Sweetie?
talk about it, kiddo?
It's just, I'm going through a rough time, but I'm glad you guys are here.
You know,
Alright.
I went through a rough time once. It involved demons. It didn't end well.
Hey, Braun, can you make sure Arya gets to her room safely tonight?
Oh no.
That's
I'm
not
just
what
looking out for
doing.
you, hun.
Don't leave me here.
I whisper.
I'm fine.
Alright, I just would rather feel safer knowing that you've got someone protecting you and protecting you from yourself.
I have my word. I will not leave her side.
Thank you, Braun.
Salute.
Run.
Alright.
Toast.
Alright. Believe me, a drunken woman is not something you want to deal with in the morning.
Check this out. I'm gonna say.
Alright, and I've finished my second.
I do too.
So,
Alright.
alright. Besides what just transpired, anything else going on? I know I've been kind of out of it since I got back. Anything major happen?
Well, the Shadow Broker's dead. That's major.
Shadow Agent.
Shadow agent.
Oh yeah,
Shadow agent.
Yeah. What happened?
We went to see him. He had been locked in his room, was not taking guests or clients. We picked the lock and found him there, stabbed. We also found
yes.
this.
I hand her the cloth I found.
Right.
Alright.
Mind if I run investigation on it?
Sure.
And investigation nat 20.
From what you can tell, this cloth is made from red dragon scales. Not an adult red dragon, but somewhere between a young and a wormling. As the scales are far too small to be as big as a regular adult red dragon scale. From what you could tell, it was attached to a piece of fabric and ripped. You can't really discern anything else from it, but as far as you know, it was a part of a piece of clothing. It looks like it's a piece that came from a tail end of a coat.
Okay. Alright. This does look strange, but... did anybody else... Was there anybody else there?
His servant, Poppy, arrived not long after we... Yes, secretary.
DM's gonna step in and say, she has been at the front office, like the front of the office, the entire day.
Okay.
That's as far as you know.
Okay.
I'm just saying that she arrived after we did.
No. Or, well, she came in after you guys had entered.
That's what I'm saying, like into the room where we found his lifeless body.
Yeah, it was after.
Yeah, that's it.
Alright. Alright, then... Alright. Is there anything else that could probably aid us?
Well, you have a dog and an eagle.
Yeah.
Or a hawk.
Yeah. A hawk. Oh. Alright. I meant, like, anything in the room that they could pretty much tell me.
Who took the dagger from his chest?
I think Arya did.
Did I?
Did you?
Yeah, because I was at the window getting the cloth. That or maybe neither of us got the dagger.
No, I heard somebody took it out.
But just to make it easier, we'll say I did.
Yeah.
Alright.
Right.
From what you... Make an Arcana check. Arya. Make an Arcana check. On that knife.
Okay. 10.
You could definitely tell there's a bit of magic in it.
Well, it's definitely some sort of magical dagger.
Not sure what it does, but...
Yeah, you know.
It does magic things.
I suppose.
Alright. Is there any blood caked on it?
Yeah, there's plenty of blood caked on it.
Okay. just wanted to see how fresh the blood was, so that way I could know whether or not
there's plenty of the blood is plenty dry on several different places, but still wet in quite a few others, still from being freshly pulled out of a body.
Yeah. Okay. All right. I'm trying to figure it out. I'm trying to see what I can.
Could your dog perhaps find a scent of the knife's owner?
Yeah. Shay, come here. Just.
Shay kind of, poking his head up, along with Rial on his head, and he kind of looks at you, and he kind of just comes over and he just kind of nudges you.
Yeah. All right. Can either of you get a trail on this, whether it's visual or scent?
Which item are you showing to them? The cloth or the knife?
The knife.
Make an animal handling check for Shay.
All right. And that one is a 15 total.
He sniffs at it a couple of times. He just doesn't seem to be able to get it because there's a mix of smells. There's somebody else's, and then there's the shadow agent's blood, and he just doesn't seem to get it immediately.
All right. Well, I guess the next best thing to do is to go outside of where the shadow agent is, or was, and see if we all can pick up a blood trail.
All right.
But that is up to you guys.
What about the fabric?
Fabric we can worry about at a later time. I just want to see if there's still a way for us to be able to catch this person or creature.
Make an animal handling check for the fabric.
For the fabric.
That's what I was saying.
Oh, my bad.
God.
All right. 18 total.
You move the knife away and you show Shay the fabric. He gives it a couple of good sniffs. And he goes directly into this almost bloodhound mode, like, okay. And he's ready to guide you.
Okay. All
Braun just glares her like I told you so.
Okay. Don't you give me that look. Alright. Just pick up Arya and let's go.
Alright. Braun just picks up Arya and throws her over his shoulder.
Yeah.
Begomnin picks up Joseph by the collar and just throws him over his shoulder like this, as if like a bag.
Yeah.
No, I'm a big tiefling. I can walk by myself.
Arya, honey, you just let him take you, and I will make sure that you are very well taken care of, okay?
You still get to be part of the group like a big tiefling.
Tara, for the sake of the alcohol, make a Constitution saving throw. Just to be sure that you're sober, because you showed a little bit of sobriety upon the Arcana check, but for the sake.
It just took a long time for it to hit her.
Right?
Constitution saving throw. 14.
You're coherent. You're coherent enough. I wouldn't say I would give you any disadvantages, but you're definitely able to walk on your own. You're just not walking straight.
That's what I said. I can walk myself.
This is faster this way.
Do you allow him to carry you? That's the better question.
Fine, just don't grab my ass.
Braun just slides his hand off of it.
All right. So what do you guys want to do? So which one?
All right, I'm gonna mount Shay because it's gonna be easier for me to be able to.
Don't forget to knock off 6 gold for the ale.
Oh, I already paid ahead of time.
Okay.
I paid 3 and she paid 3.
Okay.
Yeah, so we've paid for our drinks. All right, and I'm just gonna open the door, mount Shay, and then book it. Just.
All right.
I'll leave Rial with you two, so that way you guys can tell, or you four, so that way you guys can just meet up with me.
Okay. And what are you and what is Hawk and Arya doing?
Well, I'm assuming we're following.
Oh, you guys are gonna follow behind? All right.
Yeah.
Based off of the speed, Ava's gonna get there first. You guys are gonna probably walk through town. Rial will definitely be able to be your nice little guide that will tell you where to go. But for you, Ava,
Yes.
basically on this gigantic dog, almost like Naga, if anything, going through this hustle and bustling town of Arario, you are taken into the city portion of Luxmos, or Lemos,
Okay.
and you go towards a place which seems very, very familiar to you. It is Arvello's shop, and he is literally taking you directly there, down the stairs, and for some strange reason, it doesn't seem like it used to be.
Okay. Is Arvello even here? Like,
You are outside of the shop.
okay. All right. Well, I'm guessing I have the rag with me, since
Yep.
I used it for a.
And the dagger
Alright.
probably still.
No, I only took the rag.
Oh.
Yeah. So Arya still has the sword or dagger.
She might stab me with it.
All right.
Yeah, probably not a good idea to
So,
let her
so
keep
what,
it.
so what are you doing?
All right, I'm just gonna wait until the others join me because I don't want to go in and, get a surprise.
About 5 minutes pass and the others are along with you. Joseph's still unconscious. Actually, I need to roll for him in a second. So you guys are all now together. What do you plan on doing?
All right. Shay says that this is where the scent leads. Are you guys ready to talk to Arvello?
Can I use my danger sense to see if there's anything around that's threatening to us?
Nope, nothing.
Alright, cool.
Okay.
All right.
Right.
So
Right. Then I slowly open the door.
As you pass through some of the tapestry, because there are no actual doors, the tapestry
Oh, yeah.
becomes really
Tapestry.
hard as stone when it's when the shop is closed. As you go down the stairs and you pass through the tapestry, you notice some of the tapestry is burnt on the edges. And as you get further in, you notice the shop is a wreck. The back wall glasses are broken. You can smell sulfur, and in the corner to your right, you see Arvello hunched over, just basically in a pile of things. Stuff had fallen on him, and he is just basically unconscious at this point.
All right. I'm gonna rush to Arvello, make
All right.
sure that he's okay. So, Arvello, and I'm just running towards him just to make sure.
Uh,
All right. I'm checking pulse just to see that he's
make,
still breathing.
make a medical check.
All right. Medical check. 11. 13.
He's alive, but really rough.
All right. Okay. Okay, I have to figure out. See if there are any bruises or anything of that sort on him.
He's definitely bruised. He's definitely beaten and battered. He probably took a brunt of an explosion before he used something magical to defend himself.
Okay. Alright, I'm gonna try to see what I can use. I'm gonna try to
Even I can tell this is not good.
Yeah, I'm gonna use an investigation. I'm gonna roll for investigation just to see where the majority of this started.
Go ahead.
Alright. That is 14 plus 6, 20.
Okay. You notice that it happened directly in the center of this shop, right at the front. The front desk, pretty much broken into pieces. This whole entire bottom floor is the epicenter of an explosion.
Okay. Right. Trying to see if there was anything that we are missing or anything of that sort. If there's another clue I can find other than just explosion, but the explosion does make me think that it has to do somebody has to have some kind of explosives training. So we may need to go back to the kingdom.
In dimension of explosions, Braun just cast a very suspicious look towards Joseph's unconscious body.
I doubt that.
I
don't know,
He was
he's
okay
no
about
good.
a couple hours ago, but this is really recent.
Yeah.
So, all right.
Arya and I were at his shop mere hours ago.
Was there any indication that he may have been in trouble?
No, he was in a very good mood when we left. Very good disposition.
That's because you showed off your body for less money.
What? I don't want to know. Never mind.
Long story short, Arya does not bargain well.
I could have told you that one.
Hey!
In about a moment, you kind of hear a little bit of...
Alright.
Oh,
Right.
yeah.
And you see our fellow now
alive.
moving out of that spot, just really roughly.
All right.
Should we give him a potion?
No, I'll just make sure he can get some water, and I get my my water skin out and give him a little bit. Oh wait, that's liquor. Shit. I forgot that's vodka in there.
As you
It'll wake 'em
extend,
up.
as you
Way to go!
as you almost try to extend out this alcohol, he quickly snaps to your hand. Nope, this will be fine. he takes it and he... Half your water skin is empty, and he gives it back to you.
Of course.
I want one of those.
And he gets up very lightfully, and he kind of raises
Alright,
his hands. Some energy escapes from them, and he places it in his chest. You notice that some of his wounds begin to fade away, but there's some still in existence. He reaches out from under his coat, and he pulls out this big piece of splinter that was sticking in his abdomen from beforehand. He throws it off to the side. Oh, well then, that was not a nice fellow.
Hey, Arvello, are you okay? What happened here?
Well, my shop was blown up. Of course, I'm not fine. Oh, a man in red. He came in and he just placed a box in front of me. I thought it was a gift. I opened it and... explosions. Several of them. He just disappeared.
Was he in red dragon scale fabric?
To my memory, I think so. I just
What does
remember...
he look like?
Any discernible feature from him?
I would say... Let me get my character notes. As usual.
Braun sets Arya on the ground so she can stand instead of them talking at her ass.
Thank you.
I would say he was about a little over 5 feet. Had a hood on.
Put on.
Definitely cladded in red. Roguish looking. He was carrying a couple of daggers.
Are you sure it was a male?
Definitely a male. I know a female outlook anywhere. He just came in.
Did he look human, or did he look any...
Very humanoid. Very humanoid in general. He came in, and he placed the box on my front desk. He said, "Remember." And I wondered what was inside. I checked all magical properties. There was nothing wrong about it, and I opened it, and then suddenly just a flurry of explosions. Whoever this man is, he obviously did not intend to leave any witnesses, but luckily, I know how to defend myself. And I know how to protect myself from explosions. Faced more than one in my time.
Do you have an inventory of your shop? Perhaps he may have stolen something while you were unconscious.
He gets up slowly and he kind of trips over some of the papers and he catches himself. And he begins to walk over to what seems to be left of the front desk, or the counter. And he pulls out one of the drawers, which seems to be the book in which he tends to keep all of his inventory, which is magically connected all throughout the shop. He goes through, and about a few minutes later, no, nothing was stolen. Meaning he came in here to directly kill me and then leave. But I wonder why. I mean, I'm not one to make enemies.
Apart from the dwarf, have you met anyone recently you would consider an enemy?
I don't really consider people enemies. I consider them enthusiastic, but not enemies. This man directly tried to kill me.
Do you think he could have been sent here by someone else? Hired?
I'm not sure. Anyways, I need to contact some guards, and I need to have them overlook the place. Thank you. Even though there wasn't really much that you could have done, but thank you anyways.
If you need us, you know where to find us.
If I take my shirt off again, would it make you feel better?
At this moment, not much could make me feel better, except for a few healing potions.
It was a joke.
I know. He gets up from the desk and he begins to walk towards the back, and you hear a little, God damn it, some of the potions too! And kind of throw some papers around, and there's rustles and bustles all around.
Thought he said nothing was stolen.
Probably
Perhaps they were
something
broken.
Yeah. Probably something broken.
Okay. Alright. What do you guys want to do?
Braun just picks Arya back up again. This time turning her so she's facing forward.
Arya, make a constitution check, actually. Considering. You checking Joseph again? Fuck.
We still haven't had a rest yet, have we?
You have not.
Yeah, because
Well,
I know
last game you had a rest.
Goblin...
Last game you guys did have a rest.
Okay. So
Yeah.
are our hit points back at full?
Everybody's except Joseph's.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Go ahead up then. Because I forgot to mark down that. Because I know Begamman and myself were pretty close to death.
Yeah. Alright, so what do you guys want to do?
I say we reconvene back at the hotel, talk about what we've seen, and
The
if
agency?
anything, yeah.
Well, I would say it's more like a dormitory for
Yeah.
multiple people, but...
Yeah.
As you guys begin to leave, Arvello pops out of the back room real quick and says, "Oh, one more thing before you leave. This individual, looking roguish in nature, I would suggest meeting with the Eclipse Eye, as they are the most prominent here in Aurora."
The Eclipse Eye.
Yes.
What are they?
They're a band of thieves, and
They are
we
a
may have
thieves guild.
a thieves guild, and we may have a connection there.
Oh.
Yes. So,
All
all
right.
right. I'm just looking at everybody like, I think I know where they may be.
Hmm.
All right. And we head out of the shop.
Alright.
Come on, killer. Let's follow her.
Braun says to Arya, just hefting her along.
You guys return.
All right.
About 30 minutes passes, you guys sluggishly return back to the Shadow Agency. As you guys enter, something seems off. Poppy isn't there. There's no secretary in the front. And it seems like a lot of these lighting stones that are placed up on the wall are gone.
All right.
This does not bode well.
Yeah.
Braun whispers.
Is it completely dark in there or anything like that?
It's very low lit, but for those of you who have dark vision,
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, we're fine.
Alright.
Which is everyone who's actually here for this game, isn't it?
Yeah.
except for Begamnon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess I'm gonna have to lead him. As long as he doesn't touch my butt again, I think I'm okay.
He follows close behind. Which, by the way, need to check one last time because
See if Joseph's alive yet.
Joseph is alive.
Yeah.
It's just that
Well, you know what I mean,
he's-
conscious.
He needs to. Joseph finally snapping awake. Oh! I smell sulfur.
Oh god, he's back.
Just a little out of it, but slightly smell sulfur. Where are we?
We're at the Shadow Agency, Joseph.
Ah,
Go back to sleep, Joseph.
nah.
No, we may need him for this.
Joseph, there are
You know-
drugs over in the corner. Go get 'em, boy.
No. You know the best about explosives. Well, you're probably the only one in our group that knows the best about explosives.
Ah.
If you were to go against someone using nothing but explosives, what would you do?
Against one person, I make something small.
Alright. Yeah, I guess if you wanted to make a big impact, I mean, at least against one person, you'd need something small, but why Arvello? Why multiple explosions? I'm just thinking to myself in this one.
Well, we saw Arvello use impressive magic earlier today. Perhaps they were afraid the element of surprise would not be enough to grant them victory.
That is true. Arvello has extensive knowledge on a lot of things.
He would be a dangerous foe to go against. Right, Tiefling?
It's so do you guys want to continue on down the hallway?
Yeah.
Can I use my danger sense first? Make sure there's nothing gonna oogity boogity us.
Let me double check that real quick. Danger sense. You need to make a dexterity saving throw.
Braun or everybody?
Against things such as traps and spells. But that's about it.
Alright, get my dice out.
As far as you know.
So everybody or just Braun?
For traps, what are you looking for?
Anything that Braun could sense that would be hazardous, like...
Is
I'm not really
and
sure
spells.
which...
That's all it does.
Okay.
So do you want to check for those?
Yes.
Alright, go ahead.
Alright. 16.
Down this hall, about 20 feet away from you, you see what seems to be several different wires placed around the hooks in which where these little lighting rocks which illuminate down the hallway. Especially with your dark sense, you can see these wires being placed up and around and around and around, all the way through towards the courtyard.
Braun points down there.
The hallway is trapped. Tripwires and cables running down the hall.
Yeah. I am wondering, can I use my half-elf, magic sense? Because I have Fey ancestry, which is against being charmed, and magic can't put me to sleep. But I'm wondering if I can use magic sense to see if there's anything within the area.
Ooh, nice.
If it's... I'm going to say no, if that is the case for Fey ancestry. Mainly for the fact that, like, it has to be... Like, if you're looking... If it's much like Danger Sense. Danger Sense can detect spells and traps. But that's about it. Fey ancestry is slightly different.
Okay.
If it were something against you, like if it were actually being casted against you.
Okay.
Arya, Joseph, Begaman, can you detect anything?
Joseph kind of just... actually, he'll make a perception check. And he's going to look for sulfur. Because that's what he's been smelling. Actually, I'll give him advantage for that because he was a minor. Alright.
He is our expert.
He sniffs around.
Plus is expert.
I could definitely smell something explosive, not near here, but towards the courtyard. That's what he can tell.
Alright.
Trap wires lead towards the courtyard as well.
Right. Everybody, you put Arya down, right?
He's still holding her.
Okay. Might want to put her down. 'Cause
You can put me down now.
Are you sober enough to avoid the traps?
Make a constitution check, just to see.
2.
And Braun promptly picks her back up.
No. As far as you know, the alcohol has passed through you mostly, but you are definitely very coherent. No disadvantages. So I would say that you are there, but like you can definitely tell you still got some alcohol to go through.
Is she able to walk properly, or
She
she's
is.
still a little wobbly?
Yeah, she's able
Okay.
to.
I'm fine, guys. I'm fine.
Okay. Alright.
Still
Then-
close to me either way.
Yeah. Then I'm going to have Shay lead us. As it's, if anything, animals have the best sense. Or keen sight.
They do have the best sense.
Yeah.
But this is a hallway with a whole bunch of wires around.
And he's
that
a
could be
giant
tricked.
dog.
Yep, he's a big dog.
Alright.
Perhaps you
Rial.
should send them first.
Rial would be the best one then.
Go,
Alright,
Monica.
have Rial make a dexterity check.
Alright. Oh. 14.
All right.
16.
All right. Rial spreads his wings open and he flaps forward, kind of gliding down this hallway, definitely moving away from these wires very carefully. Rial manages to perch himself onto what seems to be the end of the wire and begins to peck at it. I need you to have Rial make another dexterity check.
Okay.
Actually, no,
Let's see
it's
this.
I'm trying to remember if it's dexterity or if it's wisdom for disarming a trap.
Let me see. I think it's wisdom. Survival. Or sleight of hand. I can't remember which one.
Let me see. Let's see. Yeah, it's dexterity.
Okay. Then it is 19.
Nice.
Rial pecks at it enough. It manages to bunch up in one area and then break off, and the wire comes loose down that hallway.
Okay.
Nothing happens.
Alright. Then I'm gonna try this. How many more wires are there?
It's
Is
all
that
down.
the only one?
It's all
Okay,
down.
so-
That one wire was basically all the way through the hallway.
Okay, so it was the weight. Alright, weight wire. Got it. Alright, then we should be good. And I'll go in the front. So
All right. So you guys continue on?
Yeah.
Yep.
Braun and Benjiman, I guess, pull up the rear with, like, keep an eye on Arya and
Joseph.
Alana. Oh yeah, Joseph. Forgot about him.
As you guys continue on down this hallway and you see the doors that lead off into the center courtyard, you see a individual standing at the center fountain where you had meditated originally, Alana.
Okay.
There is an individual cladded in red, and he is standing there, just meditating in space.
Alright. Usually I don't like to interrupt somebody's meditation. Hey, you!
You see the head kind of move up as it is hooded. He is facing the fountain as you guys are facing his back. He moves up and he turns. Ah, so you have returned. I hope you liked my gift.
Yeah.
You
Who
have been
are you?
I miss Sam. Is that a character for my character to say something wise ass about that?
It will not matter who my name is. You're all going to die anyways.
It at least give us the courtesy of knowing who we face in battle.
There will be no battle. And as you guys are standing in this courtyard center, he gets up and he seems to hold a wire in his hand. Goodbye. And he pulls the wire and you guys hear a shing, and suddenly he disappears. I need everybody to make a dexterity saving throw.
Alright.
Oh no, Joseph. Oh, thank God.
Let me see.
Thank God for Benjiman.
Oh, thank God for high dexterity on mine. 22.
21.
Okay.
8.
Okay.
8?
8.
Alright. Should I roll for Shay as well?
Roll for Shay and Rial.
And Rial. Okay. Shay is 19. And 16 for Rial. So.
All right. Well, I need something right now.
Yeah, the first match. 3 weeks. I'm using the cursed dice again, by the way.
By the way, I'm rolling a lot of d12s.
That doesn't sound good.
Yeah, it doesn't.
That does.
Sounds quite the opposite of good. It sounds bad. Sounds very bad.
You sound like one of the Beatles right now.
I know. That's kind of what I'm going for.
Oh my god.
Oh god.
Alright, let's see.
Braun isn't the best drummer in the world. He's not even the best drummer in the band.
All right, Ringo,
Okay.
calm down.
No, Ringo was not the best drummer in the band.
I can't. I don't know the Beatles. Okay.
Alright,
It
guys.
was
Alright,
Paul
guys.
McCartney, wasn't it?
You guys,
Yeah, McCartney was the one who said that.
in that moment that he disappears, around you in this courtyard, glass flying everywhere, wood spreading out. It's just, there is explosions coming from all corners leading up to the center of the courtyard. Everybody except for Arya and Joseph and wait, what was Rial's and
Shay was 19. Rial was 16.
and Rial,
Okay.
those three take 61 points of explosive fire damage.
Well, Rial's dead.
What?
Everybody else take half. If you have fire resistance, you also take half.
Okay.
All right.
No.
Let's see.
Which
You said 61 points?
yep,
61 points.
61 points. So that
Holy
is
crap!
30 points for everybody that managed to take half. I think
Yeah, Rial's dead,
yeah.
and Shay is half. So
Wait
yeah,
a
Shay's got
second.
4 points left.
Wait, do I have fire resistance?
no.
How do I know?
You do.
You do. You're Infernal Legacy.
You're tiefling. Yeah.
Remember, everybody told me not to save you during the last explosion Joseph caused because you have fire resistance?
Wait, Shay has 1 point left.
Oh. Begonman is
So-
Begonman is slightly rough. Let's see. Yep, you have resistance to fire damage.
Because Tiefling.
Yep.
Which
'Cause
Braun did
that-
not know.
That would have more than
More than
ruined
enough
me
killed
of all
you.
my hit points.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In this moment, you are all also deafened for the next 5 minutes due to the
All of us?
yeah.
Ma.
Yeah, that's the one effect that none of you managed to avoid.
Rial's.
Yep, Rial's down. I will say Rial is dead center.
Alright.
Due to the massive explosion and force, you're all being jolted around and thrown. You are all kind of spread out throughout the courtyard. In ruins, there's fire. There are several fires all along the circle of the area. And there is just literally screams and hellfire, and just basically this is a horrible, horrible instance.
Alright.
Braun calls out for the party, calls out for Arya, Joseph, Alana, see if anyone's alive. trying to stagger up to
as
speak.
you try to yell out names, nothing can be heard.
Yeah, he just realizes then he's deaf, and everybody else is too.
Yep. There's loud ringing in your ears at this point.
All right. What about sight? Can we still see properly, or is it all clouded?
You guys, your vision is very blurry. I wouldn't.
Alright.
I would say if you try to make a perception check, it'd be at a disadvantage.
Okay.
Can I use my danger sense again to see if there's anything else coming for us?
It's only traps and spells.
Right. Alright.
I
Never
did
mind.
not see that coming in. Alright. Alright, I'm gonna try. Yeah, my eyes are gonna be blurry for a little bit.
Yeah, as about a minute passes, you see several guards of Aurario, from what you can tell by the way they're usually uniformly dressed, are literally grabbing each and every one of you, dragging you all out through the front. Just basically, this is a disaster of an area to be in currently. You're all basically taken and then put into a back cart and
Transported somewhere.
you are then transported away from here. Somebody tweeted. Somebody did a thing.
Wasn't me this time.
I know.
Or me.
Not me.
Oh, it was an email. Never mind.
Oh, okay.
I would say about almost 15 minutes pass. It is now dark outside. You all can hear each other. You're all very, very in difficult condition. I need Rial to make a death saving throw real quick.
All right.
So it's a D20.
Yeah. Okay.
D20.
And I have-
if it's higher than 10, stabilized.
17.
Rial kind of goes and begins to try to stabilize. One of Rial's, some of the feathers have fallen off. Definitely roughed up from the burning updraft in the air. But yeah, it was definitely a violent explosion for you guys.
Yeah. Can't believe neither of my animals could get keen sense on that.
Rogues, man.
Damn. I know. Rogues. Alright.
At least
Alright.
this one wasn't Joseph's fault.
Oh, by the way, Joseph needs to make a saving throw because 30 points is, he didn't have no 30
Yeah, I would
points.
knock him out again.
Oh yeah, he was
He's at
kinda close to
17. He's
death already.
stabilized. He's stabilized. He's just really roughed up and just.
God, the irony of Joseph dying from an explosion
He's
would be
died.
delicious.
He's almost died twice in the last 2
Wait,
games.
doesn't he have a ring that prevents explosive damage?
Does he?
Or cuts it in? Yeah.
Yeah, he does.
Remember, he put it on his dick at the first.
Fire
put it on his
damage.
finger.
Fire damage. So
Fire
he
damage.
only made 15 points. Let's see. I would say because of the lesser restoration and yeah, he's still a couple of points in the game, but
Yeah.
he's definitely rough.
I remembered something! Yay!
Thank you.
Yay.
Thank you. All right. So about 15 minutes pass, and the cart comes to a stop, like a jolting stop.
I hate being on fire.
The back door's open. They're like, all right, he's alive.
Braun jumps out and helps Arya and Alana out.
I'm still trying to recover my sight, so I'm
As
gonna be a
you
little.
try to jump out, the guard stops you. No, sit down, stay. I'm just asking, who's alive?
Everyone.
We're gonna
I
be
can barely. Yeah, we're probably gonna not be able to hear for a bit.
Oh no, you're.
No, it's been 15 minutes.
Yeah,
We're
it's
fine.
15 minutes.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Okay. Then I'm just gonna be like, my ears. Why am I not bleeding out right now?
You're a lot tougher lot than I thought.
Alright, I'm gonna go check on Begonnen just to see if he's okay.
He's really out of it. Like, he's kind of just like... But through the experiences of being in many fights and scuffles throughout the years, he's definitely been able to hold his own, especially with explosions.
Yeah. I'm just making sure that he's okay. He always makes sure I'm okay, so...
He looks at you, don't worry, I'm fine.
Okay. Alright.
Trying to gather
Aria,
senses.
Joseph, are you okay?
I'm fine.
And Joseph kind of like, yep, definitely sulfur. Definitely sulfur.
Ron just
Phosphorus.
turns away before Joseph can respond.
You asked me if I was okay.
It is
Okay,
cold and
yes.
clear to see.
Nah. As a few moments pass, one of a dark hooded figure, someone that actually looks fairly familiar. He's a half orcish individual that Alana, Begonnen, and Aria and Joseph had met back up at White Dragon Summit. He's definitely cladded in all black. I don't know where his card went. And he extends his hand out. Alright, come with me. And he kind of leads you off. Come on. As he begins to walk out.
Alright. And I follow suit. So.
Everybody else?
Braun helps the others out of the wagon.
Alright. Everybody seems to just kind of get this general sense that he's probably the most trusting person at the moment. And closely follows behind this roguish individual. And he leads you into what looks to be a dark alley with several back doors to buildings. He begins to step down into a basement, and you see over the overhead before you begin to step down, the symbol of the eclipse eye.
Alright. I knew it.
As he leans into the door and a small slide. What's the creed? And he begins to mutter these rather really weird words, not even in common, just like words that don't seem to make sense in general. And then the big metal door just opens and is pulled open by another hooded individual. Alright, follow along. Stay close. Keep your pockets to yourself. And he begins to walk you all through a dark hallway. There are several hooded individuals. You can see symbol after symbol of the eclipse eye. And after about a minute or so walking through, you enter this widened area where there are several members. I'm talking at least 60 people that are members of the Eclipse Eye. And you see
Any of them we recognize?
No, not currently.
Damn it.
As you begin to walk through this crowd of people, and he opens to another door, which leads off into this small room, where you see sitting in front of you is a very elderly-looking tiefling woman, and you all enter the room, and he leaves, closing the door behind him. And this woman begins to look at each and every one of you. Rough night, is it?
You could say that.
I've had worse.
I could use a drink right now for that one.
I am Azazel. Azazel Fatel. Leader of the Eclipse Eye.
You know who we are.
Very familiar. Very familiar indeed. Please stop moving around. I cannot hear or say anything. Very familiar indeed in who all you are. Except for you, big one. You have all helped.
I am Braun.
You have helped my family. Members of the Eclipse Eye. Zavin has told me many stories.
How is he?
He's currently on a mission towards north. Says something about Hawkeye, as I'm pretty sure. Or Hawklight.
I miss my gnome.
A lot of us do. He is the current successor here. Should I pass, he will lead the Eclipse Eye on.
Oh, that's good to know.
I knew he'd go far in his life of crime.
He always was the crafty one.
Braun just looks down at them like really out of his element here. Having no idea what's going on.
It's before your time, Braun.
Our rogue friend, a little crafty gnome.
Someone Arya spent a lot of time with.
Oh,
Not like that.
did
Not
she
like that.
have
I wanted to let you all
much
know
time?
that this situation has nothing to do with us. As I'm pretty sure some of our members had kept a close eye on all of you for Zavin's sake. It has come to our realization that there is an individual who has caused a lot of trouble here in Arario. He has caused a lot of issues for the Eclipse Eye as well.
We apologize for Joseph.
It is not your dwarven friend, we can assure you. This red-cladded individual is hurting our business. And he seems to have a very keen eye on all of you.
Why?
Do you have a name for this individual?
There are many legends. Blood-soaked. The Red Rage. We do not know his actual name, but he is definitely a very skilled assassin, using any means necessary to kill what he deems necessary. We were wondering why he was after you all to begin with, and why we are also so affected.
Alright. From what we could tell, I'm just gonna look at Arya and Braun. Our friends here went to go see the shadow agent. Found him dead. We're able to retrieve a piece of cloth and a dagger from his body. As for why he's coming after us, I myself have no clue.
May I
His
see the
accent
dagger?
was a little thick. Yeah. All right. Arya?
I hand her the dagger.
She ends up taking the dagger and she gives a good hard look at it. She closes her eyes and tries to focus in upon it. And then suddenly, as she extends out to the side of her desk, she squeezes down on the handle and suddenly blood begins to pour out from the blade. And she releases it and the blood stops and it drips. I see. And she places it back down and puts it in front of a lot of you. This is no ordinary dagger. It is known as a blood dagger. Kind of a party trick, if anything. Those who it cuts into can produce a extensive amount of blood from it. A small alchemy pot that is within the blade that produces it. Should you focus in enough on it, it will produce that said blood. Did you happen to find any messages written in that blood around the office? Yes, no.
Ron just looks over to Arya and kind of with a very deadpan expression.
Yeah, I don't believe
Well,
we did.
I don't recall.
there was not a message in blood.
From what you guys know, there was a lot of blood everywhere.
Yeah.
But you didn't ask if there was anything written in blood, or if there was anything in particular about the blood. So I would assume that you may have missed something. And considering the explosive force of where you once lived, probably the message is now gone. It's going to be more complicated. He probably knows that none of you are dead. The fight will continue.
Many have tried to kill us, and we still stand our ground.
Many have died to this man. Perhaps a help from the shadows is what's required.
Yes, I believe that's what's required as well.
I would probably also assume there might be help from the light. And Joseph kind of looks around and he begins to scratch his head about something. What about the Vault of Ioun? And then he kind of pulls out this letter. Maybe we can find out with this?
That could actually work.
Ioun is the goddess of knowledge. Perhaps her all-seeing eye would be an extension of necessary help. I would say, for now, you will stay here for the time being. Should next morning come, you will all leave for the Vault of Ioun tomorrow.
Indeed.
I will personally make it my effort to ensure that all of your safety is assured, as I think it would be best for Zavin's thanks for this. And she rises up, and she opens a door as she walks towards the right. You may use these quarters for now. Rest up, and we'll send you a few potions as you leave.
Thank
We
you.
greatly appreciate it.
Alright. At this moment, we're going to go ahead and go for a break. Mainly for the fact that I need to use the bathroom. I'm pretty sure a lot of us also need to use the bathroom as well.
Yeah.
So, we're going to go ahead and we're going to go to a break, and then we will come back in about, I would say, 10 minutes.
Neat.
Alright. And then we will get back into our little game and adventure. So, that being said, we will see you in about 10 minutes.
For trouble!
Make it double!
To protect the world from devastation!
To unite all peoples within our nation!
To denounce the evils of truth and love!
To extend our reach to the stars above!
Jesse!
James!
Team Rocket, blast off at the speed of light!
Surrender now or prepare to fight!
Me out, that's right!
Within our nation.
To denounce the evils of truth and love.
To extend our reach to the stars above.
Jesse!
James!
Team Rocket, blast off at the speed of light!
Surrender now or prepare to fight!
Me out, that's right!
Hey guys, welcome back. Ooh, excuse me. Players? Anybody there?
Kind of.
Kind of. I like that. I like how it's just kind of.
Am I here? Am I not here? You'll never know.
Right? Let's give the other two a minute. Oh wait, is Ava here? I don't know if I heard her.
No.
So, yep.
Just me.
Just you. Alright. Let's give him a minute or so.
I'm back. Sorry.
Yep, there we are.
My roommates came back. I had to help them with something real fast.
Ah, okay.
What'd I miss?
Nothing much. Nothing much.
So what did I miss? What did I miss?
Right? Alright. So,
Oh, Virginia, gonna give you a kiss.
give Ava
Aaron was just privately explaining to me all kinds of super important details of tonight's game that you just missed out on. I'm sorry.
Oh, well. At least I know Ava's in the dark, too.
kind
Like
of.
an Ava in the dark.
I've never received this many notifications on one fucking night.
On your phone?
Yep.
Look at you, Mr. Popular. Not burn. I'm sorry, I'm out of it tonight.
I was about to come out. I was about to come back with a much more scathing burn than that, but
I'm back.
Let's hear it. Let's hear it. What's the burn you had? You wanna
least-
go? Come at me, bro.
come at me IRL, which is an actual option. come Anime Expo.
Nah, man, you threw down a gauntlet against a Yo Mama joke champ. You gotta defend, brah.
Come July, I'm gonna fucking fight you.
Right? Wreck my shit. Oh. Oh man. Okay, that's not an email I would want to talk about right now. Oh boy. Okay, so now that we're back, basically what had happened over the last hour and a half, our players managed to get themselves into a very sticky situation after following several different explosive assassination attempts on their lives, on people around them and just people and themselves as well. They had been taken by the Eclipse Eye, in which they had a meeting with the leader, otherwise known as Azazel, and she kind of helped them in a way because of an old friend. So at this point, you guys had rested for the night after your current endeavors. I would say, who wants to use their hit dice? For whoever has any. I'm gonna say Joseph. Will. Anybody?
Which one is that one for that? Again.
Your hit dice is basically like after a short rest, you can use your hit dice to regain HP.
Okay.
Or
I think Joseph is a D.
what happens if we don't use them?
You just keep them. They're just there.
Okay.
I don't know if I have hit dice or not.
It's on your player sheet. It's right below
let's see.
your HP.
Yeah. Okay. Got it.
Okay, I have a 1d12, and I think that the little tiny number is a 5.
You have 5 D12s left. So you can use one of your hit dice, which you'll have 4 D12s left. After a long rest, you'll get one back. But after a short rest, you can use one of them in order to regain health.
All right. So we wouldn't gain any health back otherwise, though, right?
Pretty much.
All right, yeah, I'm gonna use one of my hit dice.
Yeah, me too.
Cause I still go damage like a sponge. 9. I'm okay with this.
All right.
And let me see mine. Mine is 4.
Okay.
So.
So that's all. Everybody that's using their hit dice for right now.
Yep.
Yep. Joseph gained it back 4 as well.
Aria?
Okay.
Did she pass out?
Yeah,
No,
said
she's
okay.
here.
Yeah, she said okay.
I couldn't hear her.
She just speaks really softly. So.
Yes, I speak very softly all the time.
But she carries a big stick.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
It's called her bagpipes.
Now I have my bagpipes back. I have new bagpipes.
Mm-hmm.
I have heard bagpipes used as a euphemism for something else before.
I
Well,
want to say, actually, for all your instruments currently, make a
Don't say they broke.
No, they all need to make a Constitution saving throw.
How does that work for
Instruments can break. Instruments can break, and they need to make con throws. It's just a straight D20.
if that explosion broke my new bagpipes, I swear to God.
You have
to play it.
You have 5 instruments. I know that much.
Holy okay, 19.
Oh yeah, your guitar's safe.
Yes.
It's in the rubbles, but it's safe.
Oh, don't let me still.
I'm gonna have to check for my my flute.
It's not on you.
I thought I said on my back. Damn it.
19.
I rolled for my
Okay.
I rolled for my bagpipes first.
All right.
12.
Slightly scuffed, but not damaged.
And then my lyre 7.
Your lyre is broken.
No. My lute 18.
Perfectly fine. You also have
A drum that's 11.
very scuffed up. Probably needs a new head, but not broken.
And viol 18.
The viol is perfectly fine.
Alright.
What if she could keep her instruments?
Oh no, they're all
Ron
still in the
cries
building.
inside.
They're all still in the
Okay.
building. It's just that they're very, they just need to be dug out. But as far as you know, only your lute is broken. Alright. This is now morning, you guys. What do you want to do?
I want to get some food.
Alright.
So we're basically just waiting at this point for stuff?
What do you guys want to do? Nobody's commanding you. You know that you should leave for the Ioun vault in probably now, but if you want to stop for food, you can. There is a place where all the members commune and get food and drink, as far as you know.
I guess I'll go over there.
All right.
I guess I'll follow Alana.
Okay. And Arya?
I'm going to head back to the Shadow Agents Agency, preferably alone.
All right. For the sake, I am going to say Begomnin and Joseph have stayed behind to eat along with everybody else. Arya, we're gonna follow you for right now. So you're heading back to the Shadow Agency, and it takes you about half an hour to get back by foot. And by the time you get there, you see the fire has been put out. There's definitely still some stuff smoking. You can definitely smell the burning of wood and metal. As you enter inside, you definitely see that there's definitely lots of stuff gone from just the pure explosive power of the explosives. What do you want to do?
Are you here, Shadow Agent?
As you begin, as you turn the corner towards his office, you see that there are things fallen over, blocking off one way towards his office, because of the collapsed building. As you're still just kind of looking around and saying this. As you begin to kind of walk the other way around, you notice in the courtyard a tallish looking figure clad in black, kind of hunched over, slightly old.
I go to the courtyard.
As you enter, you notice that the courtyard is definitely ruined. The original 5 pillars that were within the courtyard are unmoved, and the fountain still works. And as you get closer, you see, turning around is the Shadow Agent. Old, definitely old. His beard has grown quite a bit. And he looks to you.
How are you?
Shadow Agent, why did you have to fake your death?
An attempt on my life was real. The man clad in red, an assassin.
What do you know about him?
Do you remember the White Sorcerer?
Yes, of course I do.
They are colleagues. A league of individuals who intend to break down the world and begin it anew with the rise of Tiamat.
The rise of Tiamat.
There are 5 of them. 6, actually. I'm sorry, my memory. There are 6 of them, all corresponding to a color of Tiamat except for one, the leader. The reason I have not died is the reason why Tiamat has been chained away for as long as she has. I was the first champion of the Raven Queen.
What?
4,000 years ago, as you all know it now, the Faevelmach, I had fought for the Raven Queen. In its final days, I was cursed with immortality.
And as he begins to pull up one of his sleeves, you can definitely see thousands upon thousands of scars and cuts and wounds. Some chunks of his body up his arm missing. He pulls up his other arm, you can see the same exact thing. And he looks to have had a warrior's endeavor. He has fought for a very long time, from what you can see. The wounds are still real. 4,000 years indeed.
No wonder you have such a vast network and assortment of knowledge. But why should you be assassinated? Why would he do that to you specifically?
It is because of my association with you and the rest of your friends. This assassin is strictly out to kill everyone you know, everyone they know, everyone you have loved and cared about. He will not stop.
Is it because of what we did to the White Sorcerer?
I would assume so, yes.
How can we stop him? Do you know where he's going to target next?
He will definitely keep a close eye on all of you. I would suggest not traveling alone. Definitely during the darker hours at this point in time.
Is it safe for me to tell my friends that you are alive?
As far as you know, this information should be kept between the two of us. At least this part.
Okay.
And as he reaches down into one of his pockets, he pulls out the ring of Osmodeus. I would keep this close next to you. The power of your father is great. And he flings it towards you.
So you knew before I did.
Who did that? Who tweeted?
Great timing.
Right? I am very familiar. I've met Osmodeus many times in my years. I fought him. I befriended him.
I can't help but feel a bit deceived. But I assume it was with good intention.
All of you come from a great lineage, I can assure you. But that should be found out by yourselves.
I'll just say now, I will never go by Lilithantis.
You will always be Arya to me.
Thank you. And I'm glad to know that you are, in fact, safe.
I will reveal myself to your friends in due time. But as the way things are now, it will be kept between the two of us.
Is there anything else that I need to know at this moment?
Be safe.
You too. Although that's goes without saying for an immortal.
That is the fourth time.
It's the best.
Right?
Mute the notifications, man.
It's hard to because I'm playing the music off this thing.
Yeah, I mean, if you turn the phone to like vibrate or whatever, it'll cut off that, but you can still play music.
You are right.
You can put do not disturb.
Yeah.
Right?
I am a fucking genius, dude. No one listens to me. I am the Cassandra.
You're a lawyer.
I am the Cassandra of the abridged community.
You were also
I know
the
the
drunk one of us.
I'm not drunk. Not currently.
All right.
I'm just saying, you drink more than most of us.
I know the truth, but no one listens.
Again, he's a lawyer.
As I would say, this would be the end of your guys'
What the tiefling
meeting.
said.
Yeah.
He begins to walk out of the agency, and he seems to be going through everything, practically moving things with ease. He may seem old, but he's definitely a very powerful individual. So what do you want to do, Arya?
I want to join my friends at the Volta Bayou.
Wait,
Alright.
save our instruments.
This is not something that this is a decision that Arya gets to make, but I don't know if you'll be able to get to your room without trouble.
Well,
You do, however, possess the Ring of Osmodius currently.
okay. I put on the Ring of Asmodeus.
Nothing happens. At least not currently.
Thanks a lot, Dad.
Slide off to the wind. You're welcome. As you remember, the Volta Vayun is definitely deep within the library of Luxmos, or the Mos. I definitely need to keep remembering that name because that's the one that we go to a lot. Check. Luxmos. The rest of you, I would assume, which is Alana, Begomnin, Joseph. What the hell? Joseph and
Ron.
have gone ahead and made all your ways towards the library of Luxmos. You all meet up. You are all now together. This took about an hour, though, of time. And you see in front of you what seems to be definitely this giant building, pure white marble, several steps leading up to it, just basically columns and columns and columns of stuff, just basically lining this outer building with a large 2 doors with what seems to be the symbol of Ioun definitely in the center of it. As you all walk up these steps and you enter, you see this very elderly gnomish man, and he seems to be reading a book. What do you guys want to do?
I guess I'm gonna wait for them to decide. Usually, I don't make the decisions until everybody else
me
does.
neither.
Somehow I take lead, but I don't make the decisions. Weird.
Joseph walks up to this this gnomish individual, and he kind of props himself just barely with like his arm kind of making level to the desk, and his face like this, just like his chin connecting with his, or rather his cheek connecting with his face. Hi there. And this gnome man just keeps going. Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Turning up pages. And he's like, I like to go to the Vault of Ioun. And immediately he stops, moves his hand, slams the book closed, and then looks up to him How do you know of the vault?
The Queen told us.
Proof. I want proof that it was the Queen. And then, of course, Joseph being Joseph, oh, she just only told us.
Ron just
Show me the
clamps.
note, you idiot.
Ron just clamps his hand on Joseph's head and pushes him closer to the desk until he hands the letter over.
All right, I got it. And he begins to go through his bag, and he pulls out a letter, of course, the Queen Ain's letter, revealing that these individuals are welcome to retrieve information from the vault of Ayun. The gnomish man looks around, noticing that there are just people only doing what they're doing. Nobody is following, nobody's listening. Follow me. And he jumps off this really tall chair, and you can hear the scuttling, and just these two doors swing out from where he had sat behind this desk, and just follow quickly. And then he just begins to bolt off towards the back of the library.
Let's follow him.
And so the lot of you begin to follow him fairly quickly, trying to keep up with what you would assume to be a slow individual. He's very quick for his age and for his size.
Bloody halflings.
Gnome.
Gnomes.
Bloody gnomes. Yep. Small things in general tend to be quick.
As he begins to now take you through the library, you begin to notice it becomes more maze-like than you would like to notice. And what seems to be almost 10 to 15 minutes of following this individual, you come to what looks to be a very closed-off wall. Like, there's nothing there. It basically had to become a maze and then just following him. And by the time he got to this wall, he then he begins to feel the wall, and he begins to grab onto it, and he circles these what seems to have been just clearly a stonework, now turning into circles as he's moving them, like, and just it keeps going on and on. About 5 minutes later, he manages to just reset them, and then the wall begins to move back about several feet before it comes to a complete stop, and then it raises up, leading to a set of stairs going further down below the library. And keep close, the door will close behind you. And he then begins to bolt off down below. And you all quickly, as you've learned, to join along with him. As the last of you begin to pass, this giant stone door begins to place itself back.
Is it bad? I was tempted to just throw Joseph outside the door before it closed.
Slightly bad, I would say. As you begin to follow him down these almost thousands of steps, you then reach to this bottom floor, and he turns to you. Now keep very close, very close. And he begins to make his way through what seems to be several different pathways. As you notice, it's just like upstairs, like a maze, and you have no idea where you're going. As you get closer and closer to the center of this maze, you notice that the walls are moving, and the walls, every time you pass pass through a passageway. He seems to just know this place extremely well. And this is obviously not a place a lot of people can break in. About another 20 minutes pass, and you all get to the center. And for some strange reason, it's very bright, very light, but there's no light source. And as you see in the center, you see a giant circular door. And there being several different circular parts onto the smaller circle stonework, definitely with the mark of Ioun in the center of it.
What's the mark of Ioun look like?
Google.
Okay.
Use Google.
I didn't know if it was something you came up with or was something in the lore.
She is part of the Dawn of War Pantheon, so that's the one that I like to use because it's the one that I had seen many a times, especially in the Dungeon Master's Handbook.
You were talking about all these moves, and it didn't look like anybody could break in. I was thinking Gringotts just at that moment. I was thinking Harry Potter Gringotts.
He doesn't look like that kind of individual, but
I know. I was just thinking that. I was like, oh my god, it's like Gringotts. My little nerdy self just had to be like that.
As he steps closer towards this door, he begins to move the circles, much like he did upstairs, but this on a much more grander scale. And as he begins to move them, you see the runes begin to appear upon each circle, and every time he moves it correctly, some more runes appear towards the inner circle as he begins to move that one properly as well. In somewhat of a kind of different speeds as well. It takes him a good 20 minutes just to set all the circles correctly. And in the center, the eye of Ioun, the mark of Ioun, begins to glow, and the circles begin to just embed themselves into each other. And then as it lays into its last self, and the what seems to be like this vault door now beginning to move in circular motion off to the side, and he turns to Joseph. The letter is given to you. What do you want to know? And Joseph kind of looks to all of you. I want to look for tiny nuggins.
I wish to know about Duncan and the demon he summoned.
I want to know who's trying to kill us.
I wish to know about the demon Asmodeus.
You all want to know something. I need you all to make a persuasion check.
All right, mate.
$17.
Okay.
16.
Okay.
24 total.
Ooh. All right.
Oh yeah, I didn't add my modifiers. 18. Sorry, read that.
Yeah, my persuasion's not that high, so.
I have a 7 to my persuasion. So.
Nice.
That bardic inspiration, man.
I need something of possession from all of you to search for what you want to know.
Alright. Well, then I will hand... Well, I'll just use the red cloth, if you guys don't mind me.
Yeah.
Alright. You hand him the red cloth. This will do. And he looks to Braun. Is there something of possession?
Can I hand him one of my hand axes or daggers or something? I don't have anything from before Braun was part of the group.
I would say, what would you believe to be your earliest weapon from when you originally
The long
joined?
sword.
Hand him the long sword.
Yep, I hand him my long sword then.
And he brings it down closer. All right. And you, child.
I hand him the ring of Asmodeus.
And he, with all these items in possession, he then looks towards Joseph. What do you have? Joseph kind of looking around. I've got some sweet moves.
I miss Sam.
That is a Sam thing to say, though.
Yeah, it is. I know. It made me miss Sam more.
I'm literally trying to be my best Sam.
You heard well.
It's fine. It just makes me miss Sam more.
Oh, he makes.
I never thought I'd hear
really
that from you.
interesting. I never thought I'd say it either. I miss Sam too.
I don't know what Sam has that could help him find tiny nuggins.
He could do what I was about to do. I was literally about to cut a pound of flesh off.
You could have done that.
I almost did.
The gnome walks up to Joseph and extend your hand. All right, and he kind of sticks out his hand a bit, and he begins with his other hand, not carrying all the things. He begins to pull out this energy from his hand, and Joseph's like, ah! And he pulls what looks to be a little ball of energy. This will do. And he places this energy within all the items. And you, Dragonborn?
I don't have anything of possession to look what I want to find.
Return one day and you'll find, and I'm sure we might find something. He turns around, and as the door finally finishes opening, you see this blinding light. There is no way you can see inside of it. And this gnome turns around and he walks in, just hopefully unbothered and untouched by this definitely divine energy within this vault. About an hour passes as you all are just kind of sitting around in this bright room. The gnomish man comes back out with all your items and several scrolls. And he begins to walk towards all of you, and he returns your items along with the scroll. Okay. For you, Alana, what you want to know?
I wanted to know who was coming after us. I wanted to know exact information on him.
For what you want to know, this individual is known as Helos Misura. He is a half-elf rogue male. He is about 5'4", weighs 168 pounds. He is a level 13. Very powerful. His armor class 18. All of his armor is red dragon based, except for 2 daggers. One is a venom dagger, one is a necro dagger. The other
Okay,
the dagger that you have within your possession is the dagger that he, which is his third dagger. He has several explosives. I'm talking at least 5 that can do up to 12 explosive fire damages.
Damn.
He also has 5 Hermes stones.
Okay.
That's how he managed to escape.
That explains it.
And that's what you know about Helos Missoura.
Well, at least I know who's after us. Now we just need the motive.
As far as you know, everything that is told in that scroll, he seems to be in league with several other individuals who are trying to release Tiamat.
Okay.
For you, Hawk, within the scroll, it speaks of Duncan, who has become a necromancer. His patron deity at this point, the demon lord that he had summoned, is otherwise known as Orcus, god of the undead. The reasons why he has done this was for strictly power and money and sex and every inch of sin that comes along for his way. He's very powerful, practically unstoppable. And I'm talking of Duncan.
Yeah.
But Orcus, far more powerful, far more darker. Now, Osmodius. Osmodius, the king of the 9 hells, known to only have 2 children, only to have 2 loves. He was cast out of the 9 hells after being betrayed by one of his generals. He was in exile, in which that is when he had met Harmony, Hope. In time, he had fell in love with Harmony after helping her from being attacked by a group of monsters. He thought this one foolish at first, but he came to fall in love with her. Then they conceived a child, known as Arya Hope. The first child, otherwise known as your brother, was born more out of spite. A half-elf, and Osmodius, who had created another tiefling child, a boy, known as Avrix. He is still alive to this day. Very old, though. Very powerful. I will give the information to Sam about the whereabouts of
Tiny Nuggins.
Tiny Nuggins for future reference, but we will keep that in game for right now. We will keep that for later part of the game in the future. And with that, I am going to say we will end tonight's game there.
Awesome.
Neat.
That works for me.
So, I have to
I'm
say,
a long lost brother? What the fuck, dude?
yeah, like I said, there's shit that you don't know. Only I do.
I'm glad I asked.
Yeah. So you do have a very old brother, but a brother all the same. Definitely out of spite, though. I can tell you that.
How old exactly?
Almost 132.
Damn.
Jesus.
He's just a little older than I am.
Yeah, tieflings live longer than humans by from that pure infernal power. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Now this is all in scrolls, like
This is
none of it out loud.
Yeah, these are all scrolls. This is only what you guys know personally. If you wish to tell each other, that will be up to you guys next game. But as far as things go, this is the information that all of you know.
Awesome.
So, everybody happy?
Yeah. I mean, now that I know that we've got a fucking we got a level 18 or 13 after us now.
Soon to be a level 14.
Yeah, I was gonna ask about the acolytes, but that's probably for a later time.
Yeah.
Although it kind of does mix in with this stuff.
Yeah. You
Well, there goes my
you
plans
still
for.
haven't talked about what you learned.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's something that you guys should talk about. Hopefully next game when everybody's backing around. But yeah, a lot of people were sick. We'll probably. I'm not gonna say that we might have a new player, but yeah, it's just been a hard time trying to get new players, get a final 6th player in with everybody.
Yeah.
But as far as I know, I do want to try and find one this week and definitely get them set up, give them all the general lore and what house. But yeah, definitely, this is a very little bit of a heart-heavy game. You guys no longer have a home. You guys are being hunted, practically.
Yep. Such is our lives.
I just found out I lost my backup character in case Braun died.
Better remake him, bro.
What's that?
Better remake him, bro. Which, by the way, I need everybody to update their character sheets and send them to me because I'm going to put it in my Game Master app here.
Yay!
So that way I don't have to run into the same issue as I did today, trying to remember everybody's stats, especially for 2 missing players. That makes it very difficult.
Yeah. You're lucky I told you about that app.
Yeah.
That app has saved my ass already.
Yeah. I was about to initiate a fight. I was about to have you guys fight him, but to be honest, I don't think you guys would be able to. He's
the gnome or the guy that blew us up.
The guy
who blew us.
See, he blew us up.
Yeah.
Why do you make characters just to kill us? Why do you hate us so?
I don't hate you guys. I create challenges for you guys.
No, you hate us.
I don't hate you. I present challenges for heroes. It is strictly up to you guys on what you want to do to be heroes. Never
61 points of explosive damage right off the bat. Yeah, you don't hate us.
You don't hate us at
I
all.
don't hate. I knew you guys have good dexterity, for the most part.
My bird is nearly dead because of you.
Hey, stabilized.
Arya would have died if she wasn't fire resistant.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Hey,
Why are you trying to kill Squishy, huh? Why are you trying to kill Squishy?
Braun almost had to jump in front of her again.
Aw, that would have been cute.
Cute, but yet useless.
I know.
Hey, but do keep in mind, like, there are several different kinds of explosives. There is such thing as an ice bomb.
That is true.
I could be very not nice.
Don't. Sadist.
Hey, if you guys are asking for it. Why do you hate us so much? Do I hate you, though? Do I?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
If it's also kind of nice that my music didn't go out this time, except I need to find a different music player because of.
You need to find a different ringtone for your.
Well, actually,
for
no.
your Twitter.
Actually, no. Thanks to this little switch right here, which I just realized what iPhones are for. This little silent switch, which I can flick on and off whenever.
I know. It's what I've been saying.
Yeah, thank you for reminding me. Yeah, I'm still not used to these very much, but hopefully in time I'll get used to it. So yeah, little bit of an easy game today. Definitely a lot of story arcs. We'll get into probably a fight next week, hopefully.
Yeah.
We're already weak. We need to heal.
Hey, that's up to you guys. You also all regained your spells, by the way, so you should be good.
Yay!
So.
I do not have spells.
I do.
Arya has some magical destiny shit to figure out.
Yeah.
She's got to go on some soul searching shit now.
She finds out she's a princess, and she finds out that she has a brother, and she's just lost, and she's trying to be as helpful to her friends as she can, but she's lost.
She doesn't know what to do, and I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Teenage problems, man.
She's like
Sounds like
20.
a teen drama.
She's like 20 something.
Arya's 20. Arya's 20.
I know, but she sounds like she's having a teen drama episode.
Which reminds me, all of you need to tell me what your characters' birthdays are.
April 10th.
April 10th?
Yep.
Write it down so I know how to write it down.
Okay. Yeah.
Because I'll give you guys like official like the day and date of things happening.
Okay.
But yeah, as things progress, I hope that we do come across some characters' birthdays where you guys can celebrate a little bit.
Yeah.
But yeah. With that being said, I am going to say we're gonna go ahead and head on off. Oh man, about 3 hours 13 minutes. Okay. So from definitely a day of natural disasters for me, to things definitely turning out a little bit better now, and I'm feeling happier. Thank you guys, really.
Yay!
With that being said, we're gonna go ahead and end tonight's stream, and we will hopefully see you next week here back onto D6. So you guys want to go ahead and say your final goodbyes?
Yeah. Don't forget to check out my streams on both Tuesday and Wednesday. Like I said, I was supposed to do this straw poll. I'll do it tonight before midnight, so you guys can just go check out my Twitter page at LatinFire. It'll be there. And maybe I might be having a team stream with the Not Another Abridged crew, so we'll see.
How much is Overwatch?
$50.
I might get it after MomoCon, depending on how much money I have left.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I might get someone a Borderlands copy for PC.
You should get me one. Mm-hmm.
I said might. All right.
Which,
I don't know.
Which, by the way, I am gonna say this right now, because of money issues. You guys, for those of you who watch the stream, please do consider becoming a patron, because I definitely need to get a new graphics card. And considering how much trouble I went through today just to fix this one, I want you all to just please think. Become a patron, donate, whatever it is. I could really use some help. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, and I'm guessing, just become Patreons for most of us. And if you can't do Patreon, you can do PayPal for me.
I don't have a Patreon.
I'm trying to get new tickets for AX. Unfortunately, I'm almost at the threshold where I can buy the ticket, but I'm not there yet. So trying to get to AX to hang out with these nerds. So if you want to see that D&D live
I won't
show,
be there.
Definitely.
No one wants me there.
I want you there.
I want you there.
Oh yeah, that reminds me. Today at work, my time off request for LA was rejected. Yeah. So I'm appealing that because I mentioned it in an interview to a different manager than the one who rejected it. So I think there was a little bit of a misunderstanding.
Yeah.
Hopefully that's all it is.
Either way, I would
I'm trying to
I
get
would
the
say
AX,
to them to
yeah.
briskly fuck off. At
Yeah.
least that's me though. Because
Yeah.
you already bought your plane ticket, right?
I bought my plane ticket. The hotel's booked and all that. Just
Then yeah, you're gonna have to tell them that specifically. I already bought my plane ticket. I got everything I needed. I have to go. That is wasted money.
Yep. And I'm trying to get to AX, and I still don't know whether I'm going to be flying or driving. I think more than likely I'm going to be driving, so I don't spend as much money. So, yeah. Like I said, you guys don't join my Patreon, you can always do PayPal one time. I appreciate it, and we'll give you guys your shout-outs on my stream on Tuesday and Wednesday. So.
Yep.
So I think I just had an aneurysm. Someone asked if someone just texted me asking if Roe v. Wade was a boxing match.
Alright.
Oh my god.
All right, so really, you guys,
I'm broken.
Last goodbyes. Last goodbyes.
Roe v. Wade is not a boxing match. Learn your history.
Definitely go check out our streams. You know, mine, Yomi, Hawks. We all do streams as well with Yarrow, and you know.
If you're in the Atlanta area, be sure to come by MomoCon Friday night because I'll be hosting a panel.
Yeah, I'm about to jump onto Ezzy's stream, so catch me there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So,
What's Ezzy streaming?
I don't know. Not sure. I'm gonna jump
Alright.
there. So.
All right,
Yeah,
all
but
right,
that's
all right.
it.
All right. Well, like I said, thank you guys for coming and joining along with our little adventure here onto D6, and hopefully we will see you next week. We'll have all of us around. So, goodbye.